I really like the sound of wood, and I like puzzles and colors and things of that nature, so this puzzle, I guess you could call it, is incredible. I'm going to start by taking a lot of the pieces off. And at first glance, you might think, it doesn't seem like there's a lot you could do with this puzzle. But I tell you what, the more I mess with it, the more I realize how cool it is. So I'm going to start pretty simple for all of my people who like things to be in order. My orderly people. And that's kind of me. It's kind of where I go first. Let's start with, I'm going to start with light blue. My hands are probably going to look so silly on this because I'm trying to do everything gently. So this is the shape. This is the shape that's repeated all the way around. And the thing that I like to do first is to do everything as like a gradient. So dark blue will move to, or light blue will move to dark blue. So there it is again. And then from there, I'm going to move to this. Or maybe I'll go this way. Should I go this way? I'm not an artist, professionally or anything, so knowing technically which colors, flow, I could get wrong, but maybe I'll go this way. No, I'm gonna go this way. I'm indecisive, but I've made up my mind. I like the way those colors look next to each other. There's so many different types of ASMR content that I enjoy. And I suppose I'm going to try a lot of things. But as I go through my day, when I encounter things in the wild, and I think, man, that just makes a good sound, or just like messing with this thing, or hearing this thing, or even just looking at this thing tickles my brain, I make a note in my phone, and I go, one day, I'm going to make a video out of this. Okay, moving on to the dark green. And then this is very green. See, I think probably it should go like all the way, like green, like light green to darkest green, light blue to darkest, right? Probably. I don't mind this way either. The goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to enjoy yourself. And then see, for me, that just flows into yellow. Gosh, these sounds. See, that's what gets me. It's just this. Okay. Anyway. And then that can turn into orange. Then red. Let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna put pink here. And we'll finish it off with purple. Okay. So there we have it. Like colors in there. As far as I can tell. Color, order. You can also just do this completely randomly, you know, where the shapes match but the colors don't. But what I think is really cool is when you start to, like, flip colors, like contrasting colors. Or I guess they would be complementary, like complementary colors across the board, right? I love how that looks. You can do the same thing with the inside. So now you kind of have the pattern twice. I technically have it 3 times. You have it on the outside, although it's less easy to perceive because of the lack of contact between the outer pieces, but the inner pieces have that red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. You've got the same thing there. is so satisfying. Okay. Let's try something else entirely. Okay. Let's try. Let me see. Or what if I do this? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Or what if I do this? What if I do green, blue, just have all of the colors in their color order touching each other, but not necessarily in the right shape, right formation. Does that make sense? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, that looks cool. That looks cool. And then, how do I repeat that? I guess if I go now down the other way, like backwards, red, orange, yellow. Oh no. Yellow. Green. Blue. Purple. And I did it that way so that the same colors don't share a side. I guess a corner's fine. It's very interesting. You kind of get stuck though. I guess you could go backwards, right? Alright, let's try to get all the colors here. Oh, you could just start with the next. So let's say we started with orange, yellow, we could do green, blue, let's see. So I would... let's go this way and see what happens. I'm just experimenting as we go. To some it may seem like madness, but to me, it is method. We could do like this. Yellow, red, orange, yellow. A green. I'm gonna finish it because I know that there may actually be people who watch ASMR videos like all the way through, and I would hate for someone who likes to see things finished, see me not complete this, and then not be able to sleep. Okay, I figured it out, what we're gonna do. Maybe I already did it. Did I accomplish it? Okay, I actually did. So, in trying to do that, like just have the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, kind of in each shape. We kind of did accomplish that, but the other thing that we accomplished, I believe... no. There we go. Is having no spot on this board where any shape shares a side with the same color shape. So everything that shares a side is different colors. I think that's really cool. So that's another like game that you can play. Maybe we'll try one more thing. Okay, I'm gonna do like primary and then secondary. What I mean by that is like true red, right? And then true orange. Yellow. greenest green. I feel like people would argue about that. Like, which one of these would you call the greenest green? 'Cause this is dark green and this is like lime green. If I lit and colored this video correctly, it'll actually look like that. If not, this might look blue-ish. Testing my skills, I guess. Anyway. And then the like really, like just blue. Like if you told a child, like pick the blue crayon, it'd be like, boom, blue. And then of course the purple. There's only one shade of purple here. Okay, so now we have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. So now we're going to go kind of secondary, right? So this will be our red. Except we don't have how do we solve this dilemma? What would you put up against the pink? Because we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 colors left. So I'm just gonna pick away. This may not be the way, but I'm gonna pick away. I'm gonna go from like this baby pink color over to a baby blue color. This is the way. Right, and then I'm gonna put that up against this kind of aquamarine-ish color. Or like seafoam. I feel like this might be called seafoam in some circles. Okay, I actually really dig this configuration now that I'm looking at it, because it kind of creates these pinwheel like swirls, kind of like these two feel like a sort of a mirror of these and these. You know what I mean? Like, it feels right, actually. organized in this video. If you are not already, you are getting very, very, very sleepy. Think only of the spine.